Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Highly Motivated. You've joined me on my Wednesday morning smoke sesh. That's really all this is. This is a time for us all to get together, an opportunity for us to have a digital smoke session. To me, this is one of the most important ways to start your day. To me, this is one of the most important ways to get things going for the day. And why? Well, in society, we give up so many things. We give up friendships. We give up hobbies. We give up ideas and momentum and vibe. This is something we shouldn't have to give up. A virtual digital smoke session, we should never have to give up. This should be community, just coming together to talk in the morning. Community coming together to chit chat, to chill, to vibe, to get their frequency right for the day. That's what this is. This is all just coming together for a quick smoke. And that's what we do Wednesday morning. A little smoke and toke, a little twist and shout. Don't even know where that's coming from today. So let's get it going. I only have time for a joint and a quick talk today. There is so much going on that I'm rushing from place to place. This morning, my energy was all over the place. I couldn't roll the joint no matter what I did. I tried 4 times, and this was my 4th attempt, 5th attempt maybe. And it came out a lot better, as you can see. And this morning, I'm smoking some El Chivo on the Heisman strains from Goldflower. This one's sitting at 26%, 26.3%. And I want to say the terps on this are like 2.29. That's huge. I mean, I've smoked things with terpene profiles over 4%. And I have to say, they're incredibly flavorful. They're very deep bodied. They have more of an overwhelming aroma than they do actually a taste. But anything that you're going to be sitting between 2 and 3 on the terpene profile, it's got beautiful flavor. This one especially, I could tell as soon as I was lighting it up. This is El Chivo. Keeps putting itself out. This morning, having kind of one of those mornings, couldn't roll a joint to save my life. Got into the car this morning, well, looked and there was no creamer for coffee. I know, it's like a tragedy. The world absolutely stopped. So ran to the car, go get some creamer, and the car wouldn't start. So far this morning, it has been a little, negative. But we don't have to let our day stay negative. We don't have to let our mindset stay negative. See, the day is what you create of it. The day is what you make of it. So if I sit here and let my day manifest off of how it started, it's probably not going to be an amazing day. But instead, I have to let it go. I have to let it go so that I'm not holding on to it. I have to let it go so that it's not building and creating my day. But instead, the energy that I choose, the energy that I want to be, creates the day and manifests it ahead of me. Not gonna let that go out again. We're gonna be using cannabis today to help change the day a little bit. Also, I want to show you the new toy that I picked up yesterday. I love new toys. I love things that I can do regimens or microdosing, or I can mix and match my medications to better suit what I'm looking for. So I've got to definitely show you what I got yesterday. And we got to do a shout out to the smoke shop that I got everything from, where I got this from. Prices like I've never seen in my life. I'm telling you, I have never experienced or seen such good pricing ever. All right, you ready to see it? You ready to see it? This is the most amazing thing. So this is made by Hamilton. They make a lot of different smoke devices, battery devices. I've been looking for this thing everywhere. And it was just by chance that I asked if the guy had this. I mean, we were chit-chatting about vape devices, and normally my regular vape device, so what this is the battery vape device I'm about to show you. This is what I normally use. It's got an adjustable temperature thingy on the bottom, and I only smoke rosin. So that being said, I only smoke rosin. So I picked up this yesterday. You ready? You ready? Okay. Boom. Can you see that? That right there is the Hamilton Starship. Haven't even opened it yet. I might not open it. I might give it away. That's how inexpensive it was for me to pick this up. I've never seen these really under $200. And yesterday, the price I picked this up for was so miraculous. I don't even want to say it. All right, I'll say it. It was 45 bucks. $45 for the Starship. $45. So, oh my gosh, that's insane. I'm trying to say, oh my gosh, instead of oh my God, because, I don't want to put that kind of importance onto a smoking device. But that being said, Hamilton Starship. Now look, you can take 3 carts. You can do 3 1-gram carts at the same time. Or you could do dabs at the same time. Or you can do dabs and carts at the same time. So you can do carts, you can do dabs, you can do an unending possibility of combination there. That means you can put hybrids together, indicas together, sativas together, and have them blend into a beautiful concoction that only works for you, because that's what's great. Right there, taking the medication into your hands, creating the path of that medication, many choices. Actually, to me, this is very similar. I don't know if you remember those pens, the pens that used to be able to change colors, and you'd press down every single time in the pen to change colors. Again, we're smoking some El Chivo from Goldflower, sitting at around 26 odd percent. Lovely. Over 2% of the terpene profile. Incredibly smooth. Very flavorful. I mean, I'm getting hit with a myriad of flavors, and as they are developing, I'm going to definitely give a lot more information into it. But this is El Chivo from the Heisman. Hard hits in the morning maybe are a little bit tough. So thank you for joining me on today's edition of Just Getting High on Highly Motivated. Some people ask, what is the topic Wednesday morning? There is no topic. There doesn't need to be a topic all the time. I mean, I know I start my Wednesday morning and my Sunday evening podcasts are just a smoke session. They're just a chance for us to get together and catch up and talk about the industry, talk about the strains that we're smoking, show off our new little toys and devices. And that's it. I'm here smoking for you. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to be a cannabis user to be a part of this show. This is just a chance for all of us to come together. It's just a chance for all of us to hang out. Highly Motivated is our opportunity to pump each other up. Highly Motivated is our chance to change the energy of the day. My day was not starting off great. I'm bumping into things. I'm dropping shit. I'm breaking shit. I can't roll shit. My fingers aren't working. I can't see straight. I have no time. I'm like right now, our little smoke sesh, I'm fitting this in where I don't have time. And actually, very soon, I have to run and get the day going, get everything started and rolling and rocking, because that's the excitement and the adventure of the day. Yes, when I woke up, that was a little bit of stress. But then you let it go. You let it go. You rethink your day. You rethink your mood and your attitude. You decide what direction you're going to go. First thing in the morning, mid-afternoon, late evening. You can change your attitude whenever you feel. That's the greatest thing. And we're just here to remind you of these things on Highly Motivated, that you are in control, that you can create, you can manifest, you can change the world in front of you and around you. Many times I change the mood of a situation or of a place just by going in there and spreading goodness, not even positivity, just a positive mental attitude. So you already saw it. You saw my Starship. I'm so excited about this. Either I'm going to open it up today and I'm going to load it with 3 cards and I'm going to check it out, or I'm going to give it away. I haven't decided yet. I've been wanting it for so long and I'm going to give it away. You know something? I should open it. No, I should give it away. I should give it away and buy another one because they're so cheap. So I want to talk about this really quickly. It was in Tampa. If you're in Tampa, Florida, and you're looking to go to a smoke shop, let me show you where you need to go. Now, this is on or right off of Dale Mabry. So again, this place is, here we go. Let me see if I'll just show it from the phone. I don't know if that's going to work. There we go. That's the smoke shop. That doesn't help. I know it doesn't help. Wait, let me see if I can get closer. There we go. It is, dun, dun, dun. What is it called? It's called Mellow Mood Smoke Shop. And I go into a lot of different smoke shops, advertising, promoting, talking about cannabis, dropping off flyers and business cards, and you name it. But I went in there, and the energy of this guy was awesome. He was very lax and very cool, very, hey, how are you? And so many different glass pieces there. It was like a museum almost, and really old pieces that I haven't seen in ages were there. And look, you can't judge a book by its cover. You cannot judge a book by its cover. And don't try to judge a book by its cover. So I walked in there. The outside of the store wasn't very appealing. The outside of the store did nothing for me to pull me in. But I'm going in there because it's part of my work. It's part of my job. So that's why I stopped in. But when I opened the door, the place was huge. And so many glass pieces, old glass pieces, new glass pieces, wood pieces. He even had a carved wood pipe, a few of them. I remember those from back in the day. It's very exciting to be able to see those and purchase these things at an insanely low price. Every price that was listed was already lower than anything I've ever seen. And then when you ask him about it, he goes, no, I got a good deal for you. I've got a good deal. And he made it better. He had golden papers, Jefferson Starships here. No, what did I call it? It's Starship. Hamilton Starship, Jefferson Starship. That was a good group. Early 90s, late 80s. Did I get a bug in my call? Yeah, leave it there. So again, what is this? We're just hanging out. We're just talking. And I appreciate everybody that's watching from the different networks today. We've got Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That's where we're going live. And then you can go back to any one of these places and watch the live, later. Not live. I am full of wisdom today. I don't even know what the hell is going on. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed that I sound funny or weird or I'm saying the wrong things. I don't care. I don't care. I used to be worried about every word I said. I used to be worried about every step I took. I used to worry about how I ate and talked and sat and drove. I don't know. I was worried about everything and about how people saw me and thought about me. And then one day I let it all go. I didn't care anymore about what people thought of me. Today's show, my energy before starting the show, it was a chaotic energy. And I wasn't calm. I wasn't collected. I couldn't even start the show on time, and whatever time it is. I mean, it's an 8:30-ish. Actually, we started around 8:30. I'm pretty proud of myself. Considering everything going on around me. But I was looking forward to this. Why? Because I wanted to talk about all the excitement going on. I wanted to share that my mornings don't always start off amazing. I wanted to share that my energy wasn't the greatest. My mood or mindset was not the greatest. I was not orange ready. I was just I was confused and lost. I was becoming angrier at myself. Excuse me. I wasn't starting my morning off properly, but instead I was stressing out about the day. And I was letting that overwhelm me and overtake me. And it started creating my mood and my attitude and my energy. This show saved me. This show saved me. It said, take a deep breath. This is your meditation. This is your relaxation. This is your opportunity to spread the right energy and to push out the right frequencies and vibrations from your little pond. So your little pond is pushing out amazingness. Do that because other people need that as well. They don't need to be brought down by your chaos. They don't need to be brought down by your psychoticness in the morning. But this El Chivo, wow. So look how smooth this is. This has been, look, I want to show you. I broke it down to make this nug, or not make this nug. It came as one giant nug. That's it. Here, I can't even open it now. Child safety, I cannot open this. So I had to break down this one giant nug. But the El Chivo came to me as one big, huge nug. Look at this. Look at that gorgeousness. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's beautiful cannabis hand trimmed. You know how I know it's hand trimmed? Look, they missed a sugar leaf. But sometimes those sugar leaves are good. You know why? When you put that in the packaging, that's protecting the crystals on the bud. That one right there, this. Oh, so glad. Let's talk about that. And you're like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And most of your weed is run through rollers and automatic trimmers. And automatic trimmers will get all things like that. And then your bud will be shaped into a autonomous shape, a shape that all bud starts to take when it goes through the rollers. And all your crystals are knocked off. So Gold Flower does hand trimming. Hand trimming leaves. Sometimes you'll keep some of the sugar leaves. But that sugar leaf is great because when you put that, look, you put that in the package without any sugar leaves, and that gets shaken around, all of your crystals get shaken off of that as well. So just keep that in mind. A couple of little sugar leaves on your bud is protecting the bud. But the bud was bigger. I mean, it was like huge. But I broke it down to make this beautiful joint. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous flower? Oh, I get all excited. I get excited about people who love what they do and they represent it in their job. I get excited. It was so sticky. Oh, this was like the sticky icky that was just, look, my fingers are still sticky from breaking this down and rolling the joint. That's what I get excited about. The product. People putting their heart and soul into a product. And it's represented so beautifully when you smoke it, when you open it, when you're breaking it up and rolling it. That is the aroma that comes from that right there. Even before I smoke, the aroma from breaking up the cannabis right there already starts changing. I can smell it. It opens me up. It opens up my mind and my brain, and I can't wait for the smoke. But it's everything in combination. Not just one thing is healing me. It's the aroma that starts to heal me. The terpene profiles and the taste, the smoke, the time I'm taking the smoke and meditate and relax. And my form of meditation could be this exactly, me just talking. Whether it be out loud or in my head. It's a chance to see yourself differently. It's a chance to speak to yourself differently. I smoke a joint and talk with you here on Highly Motivated. But in that, I'm realizing my day as well. I'm fine tuning who I am 20 minutes in. And just now I'm starting to level out and realize, hey, this is going to be a great day. And I think the El Chivo is helping me realize it's going to be a great day. I have so many places to be, so many territories. It's like I have to find a way to teleport today. If I could get somebody else to drive for me while I work, that would solve like everything. I keep asking Ange, come on, drive for me while I work. But it's harder than you realize. It's hard to drive like I do. And when you get used to it, it becomes easier, but it doesn't make it any easier. So when you're driving 4 hours one direction, 4 hours another direction, and then throughout the day still driving and getting in and out of the car all over the place, and always having to have a enthusiastic, positive, forward thinking energy about you all day long, it's exhausting. And so to do that drive as well, it mentally takes a lot out of the body. It mentally messes with the mind. That's what long drives can do to people. So instead, while I drive, I look at it as journey, as adventure, as exploration. If I didn't stop and explore occasionally as I go, stop on beaches, pick up shells, walk through trails, or hike and find waterfalls, or blue lagoons and holes in the ground that go so deep that you can dive into the center of the earth. Wow. Or gardens, beautiful gardens. You know, in Gainesville, the Kanapaha Gardens, I'm just random like that today. Who gives a shit? The Kanapaha Gardens has the eastern United States largest herb garden, or one of the largest herb gardens. I mean, it's like maybe number one or number two. That's really cool. That's really neat to see what herbs are being grown and how they're being grown in an outdoor environment in this enormous garden that you can also walk through. There's water trails and little bridges that cross over areas. So lovely. And it's not just that place. It's a million places everywhere you go. If I just drove from point A to point B 6 days a week, because I work 6 days a week, if I just did that 6 days a week, I think I'd be getting a heart attack. My stress would overwhelm me. It's a lot to take on the brain to drive that much but I drive and I take that as meditation. I drive and I take that as my creation time. So those hours that I'm in the car, I don't have the radio on. I have the windows going. It's a comfortable environment, but no radio. And now, if there's somebody driving with me, like riding with me or something, I'll put a radio on, sure. Because the sound of silence is deafening. But for me on my own, that's what I need sometimes. Because I'm a very energetic individual, I talk a lot. And there's a lot of thoughts always going through my head. I mean, they're like, always. And I have to pull one out and be like, oh, that's a good one. Pull another one out. Oh, check that out. And I do. And they're good. And I rock with some of them, and some of them I don't. When I'm driving, that seems to be my best time to think, to put the ideas together, almost pen to paper, but I can't while I drive. So I'll do it on the phone. I'll do video. I'll turn on a video really quickly, and I'll say an idea. I'm like, oh my God, this is a great idea. And bop, 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 bop. And then later on, I'll listen to it and be like, that's not a very good idea. I don't know what I was thinking, but not the greatest of ideas. Wow. Again, we're smoking some El Chivo from Goldflower. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday morning smoke sesh, a little twist and a toke. After this, I'm going to do some quick stretches. You hear that? After this, I'm going to do some stretches. I heard, I'm terrible at stretching in the morning. I'm terrible at exercise anytime. Ow. I'm terrible at exercise at any time. But I'm working on it. I'm trying. I have to get my mind and my body back into motion because I sit so long in the car. So earlier I was mentioning, look, it's a difficult thing, especially to be in the car all day long. So you turn it into journey, you turn it into excitement, you turn it into something more than what it is. And that's why I stop and I shop at different Plato's resales. Plato's Closet. This is a place where you get used clothing, but not regular used clothing, the most awesome of used clothing. They're very selective, the people there, of what they buy. And they get really artsy things, new, hip, fashionable things. And I love shoes. I have a thing for shoes, and I think they're a great representation of an individual. And when I didn't really have any money, I only had like one pair of shoes, and I destroyed them and I wore them until the soles had nothing left. I worked every day in these shoes. Mm. So because I had that one pair of shoes that I just destroyed and wore with everything, now whenever I see a really nice pair of shoes at a great price, I have to get them. Like the other day, I got a pair of Snoop Dogg shoes, Snoop Dogg Skechers. So cool. They're like leopard looking with uh, pink fluorescence on the back, and I don't even know how to describe them, but they are super awesome. $20. How can you say no to that? I love a good deal. So I'm always stopping at Plato's Closets, and I'm always finding different things. And that's like this interesting t-shirt came from the Plato. But then I'm also stopping in other places. It gives me an opportunity to expand out there when I'm driving. Because if not, then you'll just go crazy. I think so. I think the drive, and this whole part of the conversation started with me talking about how I need somebody to drive for me so that I can work on the computer. I can get in and out of the car. I can, but it's such a hard thing unless you're used to doing it. And I've been doing it for years. I've seen so many people just getting into doing what I do, and they see it from the outside, and they're like, "Oh, I want to do what you do," and I'm like, "And I want you to do it too. I want you to." It requires more than just energy, enthusiasm, foresight. You need to be a fucking fortune teller. You need to be a soothsayer, a futurist. Wow. I I I look at it like this. I think I'm getting weed in my mouth. That's what the thing is. Normally, I pinch it off right at the end, but today I told you I wasn't rolling anything right. Nothing was working right. And I just don't give a shit. Just let it go. Start the day over. Start the moment over. Even if your day is going out of control, stop, take a deep breath, and just start it over. So, anyways, me on the road. It's hard. I mean, it requires more than just the energy. There are so many days I wake up and you look outside and you're like, I don't want to do this. It's raining, the winds are blaring, or the sun is already up and it's incredibly hot, or it's so super dry, or it's cold, or it's 1,000 reasons. And you get up early, early. Like when I'm doing a full day on the road, like today is a 3/4 day on the road I'm doing, and I have to leave any minute. As soon as we're done, I'm changing the shirt, and boom, it's time to rock and roll for the day. I mean, just full, honesty. I'm not wearing this to go to work. But, and today I will be working. I probably won't even get home till like 8, 9 o'clock tonight. That's the length of my day and the length of my effort today. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock yesterday, and I left here at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, and that was a full day. So you need that energy for the next day as well. You need that energy for everything you do. A hurricane is coming in. It doesn't mean my job is not on. I have to move. I have to get going. And people are like, seriously, you don't stay home for a hurricane? I'm like, well, if it's a lot of rain, no. I get out there because doctors' offices are open. Smoke shops are still open. People are still out there. And they still need their medication. They still need to know there are specials. They still need to know people give a shit about them. And the medical assistants and the doctors need to know that there is somebody out there that cares more than just medication, more than just the cannabis that I'm helping to promote. More. It's community, it's people. And I think that's what makes the biggest differences. So it's uncountable hours on the road, uncountable miles on my car, uncountable. But then it's still positivity at every door I stop at. It's still enthusiasm, energy, excitement at every single doctor's office that I visit, smoke shop that I burst into, community center that I take over. Every place. It's out of joy. It's out of the love for you, the people, everybody, all of us, me and you. It's for me too. I love it. I love the open spreading of education and the understanding of a beautiful plant. I love the opportunity to reach new minds, new understandings, and to change the world through frequency and vibe and enthusiasm and positivity. I love it all. I love the everyday opportunity at that. That's what I love. So I enjoy what I do beyond just the plant. It's the community behind it that makes the medication better, makes the people better, makes the environment better. We just need to realize it. We've all been so down for so long. We need to lift ourselves up a little bit so we can lift others around us. So, to do what I do is, it's like a fly. To do what I do requires more than energy, and you've got to give an insane amount of time. I have no time. I'm on borrowed time. Like right now, but what's funny is this morning, before starting the show, I was so stressed out. And even starting the show, I was like, okay, and I got to do this and I got to do that. And I got to do the show. And I want to do the show. And I was so stressed coming into it that now I feel better. Now I feel more alive, more energetic, more excited about the day, more so than before I started. That to me is wow. Wow. That's everything. Oh, that's community. That's me motivating myself as well. Motivating myself. Look, the energy you seek is already within you. The power you seek, it's within you. The enthusiasm, the excitement for life, the knowledge, the understanding, the foresight. It's already within you. It's already you. I mean, that's how I see it. It's you are the energy you seek. You are the power you seek. You are the everything that you're looking for. It's you. It's inside of you. Now I'm letting it go out. Should be ashamed. So for the Hamilton Starship, show it again. $45. Yo, you got to check out this guy, Mellow Mood. Was it Mellow Mood? Here, wait, I'll tell you again because I don't want to give you like the wrong place. Yes. The day has started. It is Mellow Mood Smoke Shop in Tampa. So Mellow Mood Smoke Shop in Tampa. What is the address? I don't know. They have it's really close to Dale Mabry, like, around Tampa Bay-ish. I know, I've really narrowed things down, haven't I? But great smoke shop, great prices, great deals. $45. I mean, how can I say no? He was like, 45, I'm like, done. There's no arguing. And I don't know, I think we're going to give it away. So if you're watching the show and catch us on Friday night, out of everybody who leaves a comment anywhere on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitch, on YouTube, maybe even Instagram. We're going to go live as well this Friday, 8 o'clock on Highly Motivated, going live. We will give away the Hamilton Starship. You know something? I love that. Yes, done. That's what we're going to do. Because why should I just enjoy things? All of you should. And so if you're watching this Friday, we will give away the Hamilton Starship. This thing that I've been looking for forever. I mean, forever. But I will go without for the listeners. and for the viewers. So Friday night show, 8 o'clock. We're going live on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitch. Shit, that's a lot of places to go live. We're going live all these places. So let people know we're giving this one away. So everybody who leaves a comment, I'm going to take that name and somebody's going to get this. And we're going to have to get a hold of people somehow. So answer your messages or something. But we're going to give away a Hamilton Starship. Look at that. I've been wanting this thing forever. Ever. So there it is. Hamilton Starship. Absolutely awesome sauce. We gave away a Grav to Brandon. And Brandon, I'm coming. I'm delivering it to him personally. And so, yeah, awesome. Awesome. Hamilton Starship. We're going to give it away Friday night, 8 o'clock. That's what we're going to do. And the topic this Friday, I don't know. It's like it doesn't want to stay lit now. And there's no reason it should not be staying lit. So we're going to give it a lot more flame. I'm just going to sit here and talk to you in a shitty English accent while I force more flame on it. Oh, there we go. Now it looks like it's going to get started. Okay. Like it has a hole in it? No. Or it's just me. And remember, if you've come to the show, this is just my smoke sesh. If you're expecting a big conversation today or something deep, no. That deepness is within you. That want of bigger conversation is within you, and that's great. Put in the chat. Let's talk. Get on the show. Talk with me as well. Let the community know about your grand skills and your enthusiasm, your positivity towards whatever you do for a living. Gentleman I was talking to yesterday in one of the dispensaries, he works at a smoke shop, but he loves the smoke shop that he works at in Ocala. I remember it was in Ocala that he mentioned a smoke shop he's working in. And he goes, dude, it's huge. It's enormous. We got everything. I'm like, I'm glad to see that excitement. He goes, I would love to be on the show and talk about it and talk about my positivity. I'm like, I'd love to have you there. That's what the show is. We are just a meetup, a smoke sesh. Hey, if you were hanging out with me in person and we were smoking, this is what it would be like. This is the smoke sesh. So we're doing that together as a community. Wednesday morning. I was just making sure it was Wednesday. And remember, check out Mellow Mood Smoke Shop in Tampa for insane deals. I got my Hamilton Starship there. We're going to be giving away the Hamilton Starship. Boom, boom, boom. This Friday, 8 o'clock. So watch us live, 8 o'clock Friday. We're giving away the Starship. That is pretty awesome. And so also, but today, now what do I have here? I don't even know what I have. I can't even see. I can't read. I've got, so I even, for the Starship, for myself, I picked up 2 half-gram rosins. And actually, I picked up a third, but I couldn't wait. So I already started smoking it. But 3 of them to load up the Jefferson Starship. The Hamilton Starship. Definitely check it out, though. That is a very cool device. Wow. This is a very high start to the day. The El Chivo I was smoking is really, it's excellent. It's smooth. It's delicious. It's got a great morning high. When I say that, it's like your cup of coffee. Sometimes you have that cup of coffee and it just really gets you going right for the day. So that's kind of how I feel about it. It's either that or it's this community. It's coming together in the morning. For a community joint. I think I just swallowed something. I did swallow something. And I just took my raw cannabis differently. This is what happens when you don't have a filter. But I do it filterless because I think I'm fancy like that. And then things like this happen live. But the joint is hitting better. I say that and then it stops. I think that would be the only problem with these vegetable papers that I'm smoking. If you look at them, they they compress into the weed at the end of the joint. So as they start to compress, they're sucking out all available spots for oxygen. I don't know if I can show that right. So when they do that, you see how that thin that becomes? So now it's difficult for airflow to transfer, from the cherry at the front. So I start opening it up so an air channel can go through. Mm. Okay. And of course, pieces getting into my mouth. That's why you need a filter. Pieces going down the wrong tube. Much better. So here we are, highly motivated. We're just smoking together, feeling good together, getting the day started. I wish years ago I had a digital medium like this where I could just reach out, open it up, turn it on, and say hi to people, or for people to say hi to me, and for new energies, and just to learn this way, to be motivated this way. I mean, growing up, there was a lot of situations I craved motivation. I craved enthusiasm for life, and I didn't see it in the people around me and the environments that I was in. I just didn't get it or see it. And some people laugh at me, but I started listening a little bit to Tony Robbins. Just a little bit, like I'd be driving and I'd be listening to a Tony Robbins thing, or I'd follow him and listen to some of his, this years ago, and I'd listen to some of his seminars and some of his events. And I'm like, God, that guy's tall. That's a huge person, just huge. But what made him bigger, not just his height, his energy, his power, his enthusiasm for life. And I was like in awe. I was in awe of that energy and that power. I was in awe of that kind of selfless want for the betterment of others. At the time, I didn't understand it. But I really saw Tony Robbins as a person, a motivational speaker. Look him up if you don't know him. That has true want of betterment for people. He's a person that wants people to be better from the inside and the out. He wants them to succeed in life and enjoy life. That's a beautiful thing. And what does he want back? He has a business, he makes money. But even before he was making all that money, he wanted nothing really. He gave the seminars. He goes, I make a living. But he goes, I want to bring energy and positivity. I want to bring, all this to you so you can bring this out to others. And so he's definitely one of my influences. Him and Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons, with his unending energy to work out, to get healthy, and to help others get healthy. I mean, and what did he get from it? He got ridiculed by people. He got made fun of. He was a meme. He was so many different things, but in his time, he was everything for these people. In his time, he was helping people lose weight, regain their lives, regain their everything. He was a motivational, exercising powerhouse that the 80s, the 70s, and 80s needed. And he was there for it. And then, as time went on, the older time got, they looked back at him and they didn't see the genius that he was. The genius that he was. And so, yeah, I gain inspiration from different places, different stories, different people. And definitely Tony Robbins is one. I mean, he's Robin Williams. I mean, I know. I mean, he committed suicide. So, and mental health is a big deal. Mental awareness is a big deal, especially for people who work on the road like me, or people working in service industries, people working in the medical industries, people working anywhere. Our military personnel. Look, mental health is number one. And when I say I learned a lot from Robin Williams, I learned a lot about the issues he was dealing with. I learned a lot about some of the same issues that funny people deal with. I'm funny and happy all the time. All the time. I'm not going to get deep like that shit right now. But I learned that. So when people are like, oh, how do you learn from that? That's how I learned. I learned how to understand things better, and how to understand mood changes and mood shifts, how to understand my personal one-on-one time, which I have all day long. I'm always driving. And so I'm always with myself, thinking and driving and overthinking and overthinking. Oh, wow. It goes to places I couldn't even tell you. Let it go. Let it all go. And that's why I'm telling you this right now. Let it go. Don't hold on to those thoughts. Don't hold on to those ideas and where you take yourself to the deepest labyrinth of your mind. Let it go. If it's a good idea, mark it down, talk to your phone, but those deep, terrible thoughts that overwhelm you, let them go. Robin Williams couldn't let them go. He let his depression overwhelm him and overtake him. So many of us deal with so many different problems. And I know. Talk to somebody. Maybe just listen to somebody. Highly motivated is also there for mental talk, mental awareness, mental positivity, and enthusiasm. The enthusiasm for life. Look, I need this as much as you need this. And if you don't need this and you just want to listen, just listen. You want to make fun of me? Make fun of me. I don't really give a shit. I'm not here for that. I don't care. I don't care. I want you to learn how to let go. I want you to learn how to let go of the pain, of the problems, of the mental degradation that you carry with you, the bags of shit that you carry with you, the blocks that are blocked up on your shoulders. Let them go. Let it all go. I've never learned to find happiness faster than when I started letting go. I still love and I still hold on. I hold on every day and I love every day. I manifest the best adventures and journeys for life for everyone around me. But the pain, the problems, the issues, the stress of life, it hits me and it evolves and it mutates sometimes. And when I realize that all you've got to do, breathe in deep and let it go. It seems silly. It seems crazy and wild. I know, what an out of the box thing to think about. Let it go. That's the only thing you can do. Because if you hold on to it, you are manifesting and creating bad energy. The wrong energy, the wrong thoughts, the wrong idea, the wrong direction. You are creating from nothing and manifesting an entire world of shit. You don't need that shit. You don't need it. Let it go. And sometimes that's the easiest way I can tell you how to start your day. I started mine with the chaos and frustration. And right before the show, I took a deep breath and I'm like, let it go. And I did not let it all go. I didn't let it took the show. It took the manifestation of a new day, of new energy. I mean, I'm looking outside now and it looks better. It didn't look great. It doesn't look great right now. It looks like it's going to storm. Looks like it's going to rain, but that's great for the plants. It's great for the aquifers. It's great for the environment and the air and the oxygen, and it's great for your skin. See? Positive ways to look at it. I think I swallowed a bug earlier, and I think I just did it again. Protein. If nothing else, this show is to help you let go of the stress, the craziness, the PTSD that life becomes. Let go. You don't have to hold on to it. It still becomes, and it still is every single day. And it will not change by stressing about it. It will change for the worse. If you manifest the negative in your life, that's what happens. If you manifest the positive in your life, that is what begins to happen. Even if in the middle right there, shit's happening everywhere. And it's not positive, or it's not great, or it's not good. That's okay. You have to stay authentically positive, authentically enthusiastic for life, for goodness, for people, for change. Leaving yourself open. Don't close yourself up. Don't create negativity. Don't manifest the worst in life. Breathe it in and let it go. I know that's easier said than done. And it is. But when life can be so complicated, we need a simple way to just change our mood, change our sense of being. I kind of wish today's show would have been about just letting it go, but I didn't think about that. It didn't really come to me. I mean, it came to me. It was already there, and it was there, and I spoke about it, or I said something, but that's not what it was about. It was just a smoke sesh with community. And while I was smoking with community here on the Wednesday morning, smoky tokey, highly motivated, I stopped thinking about everything else. And the bricks came off. The bags that I'm carrying, I dropped. They're still there. But I let it go. It's still there. But I'm not carrying it with me. I have things to do. I have lives to change and motivate. I have frowns to turn upside down. But I do. I have great medication to tell people about. Great deals, great delivery. Wow. I mean, hands down, best bud in Florida. And that's not a job. That's like a mission. That's like, I'm bringing the good word of weed. I am the canna evangelist. That might be a little much. That might be a little much. We'll move away from that. That might be much. Do I have a meeting? I have to double check. Just while we're here. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. I do, but later. Fantastic. Okay, good. I don't want to miss things. See, here live, you're seeing I'm checking. Do I have meetings? Is there something I'm forgetting about? Always. Always. Thank you, Google. Google's always telling me, get moving. And that's what we've got to do. I'm looking at the time, literally, got to get moving. Thank you for joining me today. I hope your day is the magic that you create it. I hope your day is the beautiful manifestation that you want it to be. You create the day. You make the day. You with positivity creates positivity. You with negativity creates what? Right, exactly. Negativity. Yin and yanging it, baby. Yin and yang. So be the positive light. Be the enthusiasm. Be the energy from your pond that ripples out tidal waves of goodness, tidal waves of enthusiasm. Get out there and change the world. Change yourself first. Change you, and then change the world. If your mood is down, change it. If it's not, take it. Go. Be adventurous today, because today is an adventure. Every day alive is an adventure, and I wish you well on it today. See you all Friday, 8 o'clock. We're giving away The Hamilton Starship. I'm excited. I love to give shit away. So, Hamilton Starship, Friday night, 8 o'clock. Make a comment on any one of the channels. Put your name, whatever. That's in the raffle. I'm going to make it fair. We're going to pick it. Yes, yes, yes. Boom, boom, boom. You have an amazing rest of the week until Friday. Even if you miss Friday, still have an amazing week, weekend, month, year, life. Make it that way. Create it that way. Okay, I have to go. Time's up. Bye. Wait, no, where do I'm always looking. My eyesight's so bad, I can't see the button to end the stream.